Hello, everybody. Welcome to the GorpCast. My name is Thorson, or Josh. I'm your host, and I am followed up by your co-hosts for this episode, Feb and Inu. Say hi.
Feb, why are you such a goblin?
He is a goblin.
He is a goblin.
That's the only reason we've invited him, actually.
It's only, yes, actually, he wasn't even supposed to be here. He broke in to the recording
The windows are
studio.
not thick enough.
Oh God!
We 10 minutes before we recorded this, we heard glass shattering, and fun fact, there's a 9mm to my head right now.
Yeah.
I have no choice.
No one's holding it. It's just floating.
Yeah, I don't know how he's managed this, but it's there, and I'm terrified. So
He's using his little goblin magic. Oh God! This is gonna be an interesting episode.
Oh, this is the first episode. Okay. Hi, everybody. How are we doing tonight? Hi.
I mean, I'm doing all right. I slept like shit last night. I'm not gonna lie.
You took a shit like
I
5
know.
minutes before this.
That's not true. I was in the bathroom. I was taking a whiz. I drank
I
a lot
don't
of water
believe
today,
that.
as you should, people. You should drink a lot of water.
I don't
but
believe
not too
that.
much water.
Not too much.
Not too much. Not too. No, there's a limit.
Aren't you supposed to drink like 2 liters of water a day?
Yeah,
Dude, you not realize how much that is?
that's a lot of water.
It's a lot of water.
Yeah, but that's like still. I probably drink around that much today.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
I've been drinking.
I've had like a water bottle and then this. You ever have body armor? Not sponsored, by the way.
Yes.
I like body warmer. Body warmer?
Oh yeah.
That's making
Don't
it
mind
in.
if I do.
That's making it in.
Yeah.
We don't really have things to talk about. We just kind of.
I mean, we're just kind of shooting the shit. I feel like we know.
You
we know how,
know.
like to interact. We know how to talk.
You know.
I don't.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The goblin here doesn't know what he.
Dude, I fear your health every time you make a noise. If it's not English, I genuinely fear that you're gonna like pass over. Pass over? Pass to the. You know what I mean. Anyway, I've already lost track of the podcast. Okay.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I slept like shit.
Hey, actually,
I didn't-
everybody watching, can we get a congrats? Can we get a congrats for for getting affiliate?
Oh.
Holy shit, big man,
yeah.
big streamer, man.
Yes.
It's gonna be
It's
20
been-
years from down the line, and I'm still gonna congratulate you for affiliate.
Yeah.
You can get partner.
Maybe this time I won't deafen on you.
You're gonna get partner, and I'm still gonna. Oh, dude, congrats on affiliate.
Congrats on affiliate, man. Thank you.
How's that ad rev, dude? I got sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends earlier. Not what I asked. It'll be
I
great.
took it.
Huh?
I took your sponsors.
All of them?
Almighty goblin. You take all your things.
Oh no.
We
He's role
don't.
playing. He's
Yeah,
role playing in the
he's-
podcast.
I genuinely thought he'd be a goblin for a bit, and he'd join in conversation. No, he is sticking to the bit.
He's sticking to the goblin. He's just gonna go all in. All right.
Okay. So a fun fact for anybody who was informed earlier that Exoni was going to be our other co-host. He is, but Exoni's very busy and will be very busy for pretty much all of
The
summer.
remainder of the summer. Yeah.
Took
So
over his place.
yeah, when the goblin outside in the cold, because this is Switzerland, when he saw the warmth inside in the empty seat, he took advantage.
Yes.
So
Sabotages breaks.
oh no.
You can't say these things.
He's. Are you on a payroll?
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take that as a maybe.
I don't pay Inu.
Yeah, I don't pay Feb.
I don't pay anyone.
Also,
You pay Pops? Inu?
I don't pay Pops. No,
you did.
I
You paid
didn't.
him $10.
Oh yeah, well that was because he got me Gmod. And
Isn't-
I felt like I should have gotten him something in return because he just bought it for me.
Isn't
it
Gmod
was
like
like-
$2?
No, it was like 15.
Why?
Puffs
Damn.
gifted me Rust too.
Yeah, Pops just
It was
gives
60
people
There's
stuff.
Rust too.
Oh, no, it was like 50.
Damn. I didn't know they were done with Rust 1 yet.
That was a good one, Thorson. And make sure you add a laugh track.
Yeah. I will. You know what? I will. Yeah. Hey, Feb, can you do a goblin laugh? Like, okay, and I'm gonna layer that like 12 times, and that's gonna be the laugh track. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let's get it more isolated. Do it again.
Yeah, that
Nice.
works. Yeah. No, that'll be the laugh track of the podcast.
I can just imagine hearing that like echoing.
Do you think there's gonna be a Rust 2? Like,
No,
actually,
oh my God,
like,
no.
no,
I mean, like,
10,
why?
15 years down the line.
Oh, 10, 15 years by the line. I mean, maybe.
Because
I don't know. I don't think so. I think that's one of those games that they just keep adding content to the base.
right, but like, you're gonna get to a GTA or Call of Duty situation where it's just like 200 gigabytes then.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
the only other option is creating a sequel, but then people are still gonna get pissed because you created a sequel. You know?
Right. You'd have to add or change, or you have to do something to it.
Dude. Speaking of game sequels, Dying Light 2. Controversial opinion? Not as good as Dying Light 1.
Never played them.
Really?
Neither did I.
No.
Wow. Uncultured swines. No.
How dare you?
Dying Light. You should play Dying Light. It's one of those
Is
Dying
it
Light.
open world?
Yeah.
Is it like survival?
It's like a zombie. It's not hardcore survival where it's like water and food or anything, but it's got a story to it. It's open world. It's a zombie kind of survival that's focused on parkour.
Okay.
It's the last game that I can think of that created like its own subgenre of like survival, zombie, and then parkour all into one.
Yeah.
And it
Mirror's
took
Edge.
off. Okay, but does Mirror's Edge have zombies in it?
Download the Mirror's Edge mod from www.hack.
What?
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 Download the mod.
All right.
Download the mod.
Download the mod, guys. No, but
You know,
Download the goblin.
I miss games with real substance like that.
Well, you know what? A game that's kind of similar to Days Gone was kind of like that. That was a really good game, I thought, like zombie game.
I like Days Gone. I don't know why people hated on it. I mean, I do, but it shouldn't have gotten the hate it did.
It
I
took me a minute to get into it though. I definitely had to play it for a few hours to like actually be like, okay, this game's actually like really
It's-
fun, and I
Yeah, it's
was
slow.
being too hard on it.
Yeah, it's slow, but it's good. When it gets good, it's good.
Like doing like the horde missions, like having to kill all the horrors where you're having like to fight like
No.
400 to 500 zombies.
You skipped a D on that horde, brother.
I know.
You meant that?
He knew.
I meant that, dude. Those fucking dudes.
I think
those
he's-
guys were terrible.
I think he downloaded some mods.
Oh,
But no,
yeah,
really,
thank
like,
God.
what's the last game you played that impressed you?
Impressed me.
Yeah, like not
Fuck.
oh, the story, like generally the game was good and it was like holy shit.
It's been a minute.
It's been that's what I'm saying. It's been so long since a game has come out, like an update for an old game, that I'm like, this is like
Yeah.
holy shit, you know?
The last game that I probably went like, wow, that was like really good, that I played recently, and by recently I mean with like in the last like, since the whatever.
Yeah.
A game that I actually like constantly think about, like, oh, that was a really good game, I should play it again. It's a horror game made by the same people that did Amnesia, called Soma.
Oh, I
And
think
it
I
was-
heard about that.
Oh, it's such a well-made game. Completely it was one of those games that like I played it, I did it like an entire playthrough in one sitting, and at the end of it I was like defeated. I felt fucking defeated.
It's that like almost rewarding defeated where it's like holy
Yeah.
shit, like that was
Like,
just
wow.
I'm worn out of energy because I put my energy into this, you know?
Exactly. And that's probably the last game that impressed me. I played that game maybe 4 or 5 years ago, but for a game that like most people would probably know, it would probably be BioShock Infinite. That game was stunning.
Jesus. You think they're ever gonna make
Yeah.
another BioShock?
I think one is in development, actually.
Really? Holy shit! Okay,
Yeah,
I need
Pretty
to.
sure, yeah.
No, Feb.
For now.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay.
Download the goblin.
I think the last game that I played, which I haven't played to its entirety, like I know the story, right? Because I watched it on YouTube when it first came out and stuff. But Subnautica.
Yeah, Subnautica is one of those games that
It was very rough around the edges.
well, of course. A lot of games that like
It's like New Vegas in a way, where it's not
almost.
perfect, it's not polished. You know,
it definitely has its kinks, but the developers definitely know how to create fun gaming moments.
yeah,
And I feel like a lot of that can transcend either, like glitches or, maybe not the best graphics or best performance, but
right.
if your game is like really like entertaining, then a lot of that stuff is just thrown by the wayside.
I mean, you look at games when they were first coming out, like let's go like first 3D games, really. Like let's skip to like GameCube and the SNES and stuff like that kind of like early Nintendo area. Let's go like
when you said like the first 3D games, I was like Ocarina of Time.
Yeah,
like no, but I'm like I'm too old for that.
I'm talking like early PS1, original Xbox days, right?
Yeah.
The games that came out on there looked like shit typically. There's a couple games that looked pretty good. They were like stylized perfectly for what, they could handle. But the gameplay, I could sit and play them for hours without ever getting bored.
Probably my favorite game from my adolescence, like to kind of fit that type of like mold, was a game I had on PlayStation 2 called it was a James Bond game called 007 Nightfire. And that game, I probably dumped more hours into that game than any other game in my entire life. Like I probably played that game from when I was 7 years old until I was like 14.
Damn.
Just like every day. I love playing that game.
That'd be fun. You should go back on stream and play it. I get like an emulator or something.
Man, yeah, I'd have to look into that. That's one of those games that definitely is like stylized, like how you were saying. It's definitely stylized to the like absolute best that the performance could have offered.
Yeah, I think graphics for the old games and stuff like that, it was better suited when companies didn't go for like the best look, but rather the look that fit maybe the characters, the story, what it was trying to achieve, Like things that looked cartoony were probably better than when they tried pushing realism.
Right. I mean, like look at games like Minecraft that don't like take its graphics too seriously and really focus hard on gameplay and quality of life and that type of stuff.
Yeah. No, like actually, yeah. No, you got a good point. I mean, games, I don't think games are the same. I'm trying to remember when's the like midpoint, right? When did it start that games changed like that?
Like in what regard?
Well, you know how it's constantly, there's like the battle of if a game looks good, then I'm going to play it. And then people saying no, because the game needs to be fun. Like it's not about graphics.
I'd say probably around like 2014, maybe.
Maybe it was it GTA 5?
Yeah, it was probably GTA 5 that started it.
Because like, I remember I used to have a Wii and an Xbox 360, and I was happy to get this, well, mainly, I wasn't, growing up getting the new games right when they launched or anything, but I was happy getting any game I could and adoring it and having so much fun in it, even if it looked like shit. And then, yeah, probably around like GTA came out, and there was like this cultural shift with games where
like if your game
it didn't look good,
aesthetically pleasing, it wasn't good enough.
If it didn't look good, or it wasn't aesthetically pleasing, maybe it didn't fit the theme exactly, then it wouldn't make the cut.
I mean, there have been a lot of games that have like, not like indie games, but like games that have come out like since GTA 5 that have definitely broken that stereotype where a game doesn't have to look great for it to be good. And
like Ultra Kill?
What?
Like Ultra Kill with like the pixelated and stuff.
Yeah. Game or like Super Hot. Remember Super Hot? That's literally just
polygon game.
Red and white.
Yeah, polygon games.
Game. I mean, look at like all like the 2D side-scrolling games like Terraria came out.
Some polygon games and shit, like in the look. I don't know if there's like a company named Polygon, but like the look of polygon games, some of them are better than just like AAA titles you can get right now. Fucking Undertale. I've never played
Yeah.
Undertale personally, but that's a testament to time, I think, stronger than Minecraft.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
Because
that
you got Minecraft was like pixelated, but Undertale is straight up. You could play that on a GameCube in my mind. Like
you could play that on a fucking Sega Genesis.
you basically don't you just basically play Pong and like the battles? Isn't it just
Yeah.
really advanced Pong? Like
It's just really advanced Pong, yeah.
I guess I don't know. You
But,
got
I
it's
bet you. I
it
bet you
is-
would be. Sorry, you go.
No, it's genuinely. I think it's just passion. When you have a
Yeah.
game that it's a good idea, you really want to do it, and it's done well. I think that's what makes a game.
I think we definitely would be very surprised by the amount of coding though that is in Undertale.
Yeah,
That's probably a lot.
I think
yeah, there
I
probably
bet you.
is.
I bet you graphically it doesn't look, but I bet you like code wise I bet you like incredibly well done to the point where it's wouldn't be able to play it on those type of consoles, but definitely has the style of it.
Yeah, it's probably so well made that it's too advanced for that.
Right, like code wise.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like it looks simple, sure, but you can have something that looks like a tin can on the outside, but it's just a
like,
NASA computer on the
yeah.
inside. You know, like I don't know. Yeah, I probably couldn't run it on a gamepad or a Game Boy.
You probably couldn't. It looks like it's that. I think that's what it is. It's that style of game,
Mhm.
but it's got like the code of like the modern
Could
kind
you
of effort put into it.
Did you run Terraria on a Game Boy? Your Game Boy? Probably not.
A Game Boy,
Yeah,
Game Boy or GameCube.
either or. I don't. Could you run?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I feel like
maybe.
You probably could.
Probably
I'm
like
gonna
one,
say this, and I'm like look it
maybe-
up later, and it's gonna be like
maybe, like-
5,000 videos on it.
Maybe like PlayStation 2. I could
Oh, definitely.
PS2. 100%.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. It was probably.
And the GameCube came out, I think, after the PS2. So
You know what's so funny? I don't think I can remember, and I've played PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, you know, the 360, until we started getting into like late 360, late PS3. Like, besides Minecraft and Terraria, I guess, pixelated games just didn't exist. Like, everybody was going for the 3D games. It was either 3D
Yeah.
or platformer, and platformers were either near 3D.
yeah, that's what to say. Then there were 3D platforms.
Yeah. Or it was like, you know, like Paper Mario.
Yeah.
That was just flat and stuff. Which that's still 3D, isn't it? Isn't Paper Mario still technically 3D?
Technically, yeah, probably
think so, yeah.
is.
So like, I don't know. I think we're regressing. I'm all for it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love games that have a realistic touch to it, but that definitely isn't like a make or break for me. Like, I will 100% play games that don't look the best, but have like the greatest gameplay. Like New Vegas, for instance, is a game that does not look that good,
Mhm.
but like its style is still there, though. Its
Yeah.
development is there. Its writing is there. Its dialogue is there. You know, it's all still there. It just doesn't look, you know, the best.
You know, I don't think I fear a lot with Elder Scrolls 6, and then Todd Howard confirmed after Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6 they're going for Fallout 5.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Fallout 5 released in 2033.
Yeah. I
favorite game.
don't.
Favorite game of the year.
Yeah, game of the next couple years.
Yeah.
Had 1,000 goblins.
I don't. What?
The Great Goblin War was in Fallout 5.
There's more of you?
Yes.
You're the Terminator? Have you come back from the future?
I punched the goblins who were faking me.
So there's like an uprising as well as a war? Wait, what?
Yes.
Oh man, I think we just entered the lore section of the podcast.
Hey guys, welcome to the
Touch
Goblin Zone. You're leading the
They scream
Goblin
when you
Zone.
punch them.
Oh, really? Come here,
Yeah, they
Feb.
scream
Come here.
"Roar!"
Never mind, I'm not gonna hit you anymore. I mean, I was never gonna hit you.
Why would you do that?
I just said I wasn't gonna.
I'm on my way.
Oh no! He's gonna cut your brakes.
You're just gonna hear knocking at my door.
We're gonna hear that goblin laugh.
Wait, aren't you in my walls?
No.
Oh, my
Oh.
bad.
That sounded really suspicious.
Yeah. No, I don't
Don't
think My fear with like Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5 is, you said like New Vegas and stuff, it was a stylized charm to it. I genuinely think, I've tried pinpointing it before and I can't. I genuinely think the only reason it's like stylized is the entire game in and of itself. The way it looks, the quests, this simple kind of, it's not too like, you can tell everything isn't extremely detailed,
Right.
even if it could be, but also like dialogue, like the way the characters sound, the almost awkwardness of them, the look of the characters.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes those games fun. That's like the style of those games. That's why.
My favorite thing is like in Oblivion, where like the character would be like, by the 9, you saw the great. Oh, I messed up the line. By the 9, and they like repeat it.
Yeah,
I fucking love that. That's the
dude.
best.
But no, I think that's why like, Fallout 4 is a great Fallout. No, okay, it's a great game. It's not a good Fallout, in my opinion. It's not bad Fallout.
I think people. All right, this is gonna be a hot take. People give Fallout 4 a lot of shit.
Oh yeah,
like a lot of shit, and I think it's undeserved.
I think it's undeserved. Yeah.
Yeah. I for a long time have said, people have been like, "Oh, New Vegas is the best Fallout game." And now, you can make a lot of arguments and say that it is. There's a lot of things going for that game, but a lot of people don't mention just how much Fallout 4 was like kind of not innovative, but definitely added a lot to the Fallout universe, in the sense that Fallout 4 did a lot of things better than Fallout New Vegas did in terms of weapon modification, armor modification.
Yeah.
Like no other Fallout game has been better than that, than Fallout 4.
I think
the modding in Fallout 4 has
oh
been
god.
crazy.
Oh, the modding.
The mods in Fallout 4. The modding community in Fallout 4 is leagues above any of the modding communities for New Vegas and 3.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Because there's more like assets to use and more things to incorporate.
Fallout 4, to me, I think a lot of people hate on it because it's just not Fallout New Vegas or Fallout 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Where Fallout 4, they basically ask the questions like, okay, imagine if we made Fallout in the modern day, in the modern engine, what would be done to it? What would be the improvements? How would we change things? And I think Fallout 4 is that perfect example.
Yeah.
But it's just not New Vegas or Fallout 3.
You know what's interesting, though, is that because of Microsoft's acquisition of both Obsidian and Bethesda, it is likely, or not likely, but it is not out of the realm of possibilities that a New Vegas-style Fallout game could be developed by both studios working together.
Oh, yeah. Which,
because I feel like...
I think would be great.
You thought about it, is you were saying before, is with Fallout 5 coming after Elder Scrolls, you'd have to think they have a lot of people pouring time into Starfield when they do updates for that game. They're going to have people still pouring updates into 76. They're going to still have a team working on Fallout 5. They're going to need more people to work on that game. And I think Obsidian, once they're done with
it'd be
the
dumb.
Outer Worlds too.
It'd be dumb for them not to.
It would be dumb for them not to even, like, at least, like, not even, like, just to consolidate, like, to just get, like, hey, what do you think of this? What would you do better?
Hell,
I would totally do that.
I don't even think we need a new, like, Fallout game run by both, or, like, made by both companies. Even Microsoft pushing for, like, a remake of New Vegas.
Yeah.
With, a couple enhanced, maybe, features, and then new, better, but kind of similar graphics.
I mean, imagine New Vegas in the graphical engine of 76 and 4. I mean, that would be insane.
Who's to say we can't get more story for New Vegas? I think that would probably be better than a remake, in my opinion. Imagine Fallout New Vegas getting new DLC, like story DLC.
That would actually be cool.
That would be neat.
Like after the dam, or what would be even interesting is before that. It could be kind of interesting because, if I remember correctly, the jump from Fallout 2 to Fallout New Vegas is not a small jump. It's pretty
big,
large. You could definitely add some stuff into that area.
Where do you think Fallout 5 is going to go?
Fallout 5 is
not like location-wise, but like...
Oh, I thought you were...
No, like, they can't do the same thing they did, I feel like if they stick with, like, okay, city, we're going to focus on being in a different historical city in a different time. Because, like, New Vegas was how many years after the bombs?
It was, like, 200, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember. But then Fallout 4 was
Also like 200.
no, was it? Yeah, I guess it was.
And I think New Vegas, Fallout 3, and Fallout 4 happened within like a 15-year period.
But like, I would love to see they could go more closely after the bombs. I mean, you've seen how like New Vegas and Fallout 4 and even Fallout 3 how like popular the like nuclear winter it is. I think it's not too far out of an idea that we could get a Fallout 5 that's maybe 50 years after the bombs, maybe.
I mean,
well, 76
is like 25 years, so
yeah. Well, they all end up Fallout games tend to be relatively close to each other to kind of branch off. You know, like
right.
Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas kind of had references to each other. Fallout 4 had references to all of the different Fallout games.
Right, yeah, Fallout 4 I think Fallout 4 takes place.
Fallout 4 is great in my opinion. I think people hate this. I love that Fallout 4 references so damn much of previous story and previous lore. They don't ever do it on the nose where they just reference the courier or anything. But if you know your lore, you're going to get treated by seeing mentions of it. And like you get to meet the Brotherhood. They rarely ever talk of different factions of the Brotherhood, but you almost get this feeling that there is, you know?
Yeah.
They got factions in Fallout 4 nearly perfect.
Yeah.
Besides probably the Brotherhood, in my opinion, because
Brotherhood was a little fascist.
Well, not even. I feel like that makes sense for like their characters in that faction, that part of the Brotherhood. But I think if you're going for a playthrough and you go to the Brotherhood and you're kind of military-esque, right?
Yeah.
You just don't have to do much. It takes like 10 quests and you're nearly a paladin. Like,
yeah.
And I know your character does a lot.
There needs to be more there needs to definitely be more substance.
Your character doesn't do a lot, and you can decide to skip a lot of different things that could, I guess, quote unquote, prove yourself. But I don't know. It's very Fallout 4 is very easy to me.
It is,
and I think that's where my biggest issue with it was. Where after a certain, the beginning can be a little difficult, but after you're able to get like midway through the map, most of it's pretty easy. You know, you may encounter a special enemy or like a Deathclaw or boss that's a little hard.
Yeah.
But everything else is just shoot until it's dead. No really big issues with it.
What does the goblins think?
I still haven't played many Fallout games, but I remember playing Fallout 3. I thought it was pretty alright. I didn't really get too far because I'm not really entangled in that kind of stuff.
Right.
Survival games.
What is your favorite kind of game, Ben? I realize I haven't played many with you.
It's mostly sandbox games. I rarely play games with like a whole lot of story or survival.
Right.
I don't know why, I just find them like very similar, and after a while it kind of gets repetitive.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah. So like, obviously we know like Gmod, Minecraft, etc. Like Half-Life, maybe.
Oh, Half-Life is amazing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think you'd like Half-Life.
It's great
because even though it's story driven, it's still that kind of Gmod aspect. It's still pretty much sandbox. It's just sandbox with the story. That's all it is. Like it's a set map, set items, but it is sandbox with the story. That's all.
It's a lot of creativity you can do.
Yeah.
Dude, some of the not speedruns, I guess, just some of the shit I've seen people do in Half-Life online. Yeah. I never would have thought of.
Yeah.
I don't know if people are I don't know if I'm dumb or people have too much time in their hands. Some of the shit I see people doing online is actually insane. Like, genuinely. It scares me. I'm terrified. Someone hold me.
I'm terrified of Phil cutting my brakes.
Dude, he already has.
August 17th.
What is this?
No.
We've started doing this new thing where we just give each other dates.
To be fair, I started it.
Yeah, why?
I started it
I can't talk to Chomper anymore. I try to talk to Chomper and he's just like, November 3rd. And I'm like, dude, Jesus, this is the 4th time you said that to me today. Like, bro.
No, you know what? It was, what was the meme that was like July 14th or whatever?
Yeah.
I used to send that.
Is that where it branches from? It's just that?
I think so. Yeah, I used to send that gift to everyone. It was like, they'd be like, you know you smell, and I'd send a gift June 14th.
It's a good meme.
It's a good meme.
Instead fear into your friends and they cry.
Is that the
Yeah?
goblin way?
Is that like their handbook guide? Like a handbook for the goblins? Is that rule number
Yes.
3?
It comes with a car.
Oh,
Has
You
benefits.
get a free car.
maybe health insurance?
Dental?
Depends.
Depends on
How
what.
high
It might
on
be a
the
stereotype.
hierarchy of goblin.
Yeah, it might be a stereotype. I feel like goblins have bad dental.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I figured when I said dental feb was like, yes, I steal teeth.
Well, I assume that's how they do it.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about vision?
Which kind?
What?
What?
Which
Huh?
out of the 15 eyes?
Oh, you have 15 eyes?
I want someone to
Blind?
Yeah, if someone could like go back and stream and just kind of, or not stream.
you did it. No.
Oh
Get out.
no!
Here it starts. No, you're actually gonna start this thing where you're gonna be so like wrapped up in like stream language
Yeah,
and shit. It's gonna start.
I'm gonna be playing fucking Minesweeper by myself. Someone clip that.
I started like only responding to Thorson because of
Oh,
how much
yeah.
I've been on Discord and stream.
Yeah,
And I like somebody will say my name and I'll be like, "Holy shit, I haven't heard that name. I haven't heard that name." It's just Obi-Wan Kenobi. No, here it starts.
Okay, Josh.
Bro? Using my legal name?
To be fair, you said
I did.
Hey guys,
I
my name is
did.
Thorson,
Yeah.
also known as
Yeah.
Josh. Everyone, go back to the beginning of the podcast.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure. Yep.
But anyway, as we were saying, can someone like, if during these podcasts, could keep a mental or like an actual note of what Feb looks like, and then make like a drawing of what
update
he
it
has
every week.
described himself.
Update it every time there's new info. Please update it.
Yeah, so he's got
We have a
15
small top
eyes. What?
What?
A small little top hat.
A small little top hat.
Okay. A small top hat. 15 eyes.
15 eyes. Bad teeth.
Bad teeth.
He's
Round.
Round.
Kind of round.
Okay. Round. I was not expecting that one.
He has the ability of telekinesis.
Oh, that is true. Yeah. Can you
I've been
put
so
that
loaded.
down, by the way?
No.
Oh.
I welded it to your head.
Oh no!
How'd you manage to do that without me learning?
Goblin
You
magic.
knew.
Oh no,
You knew.
it was you were melting it into my brain. I just forgot it, didn't I? I was just forgetting it as it was. But yeah, that
You
makes
knew.
sense. Oh,
I
you
didn't
knew?
know. I didn't know. I'm not looking at you.
He did.
Maybe you need vision care.
Yeah, I know.
Here,
'Cause
borrow
I-
one of my
I-
eyes.
I have only 16 eyes, so that doesn't come. with me.
Oh,
Yeah.
because we're sitting right across from each other right now. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, we got
Weird.
this whole like studio room to record in, and I
Of course.
traveled to, and then
Whoa!
we
Doxed
traveled.
me. Doxed me. He doxed me.
I'll
He
bleep.
doxed me.
I'll bleep it. No, we traveled. Went got a studio room. This is actually not a studio room. I went to a hotel, stole the mattresses, put it into one room, and we're sitting here now.
Here, Thorson.
The window's
Look!
broken still.
Wait! Look!
What?
Look! I'm.
What?
Look at me!
What do you mean? Look at you.
Look at me!
I'm.
Look what I'm doing!
What do you mean? What are you
You're already
doing?
blind.
Oh my God! He failed the bit. He failed the bit.
Oh,
I'm throwing my
oh
phone.
You
no! I'm so
fucking come
bad.
on,
I'm so
dude.
bad. No.
I literally like kept setting it up for you, dude.
This is why.
Come
This is why.
on.
This is why my stream analytics are going down. I've lost the
Oh,
funny.
Dude.
Dude, I've lost the
Break
funny.
another
You
window.
took it too literally. You're like, what? How can I look at you?
What
We're
the-
not in the same room.
I thought you were gonna like share like an image with me or something in Discord.
No,
I was
no,
like,
I thought,
bro.
no, it was gonna be like a joke of like me like flipping Feb off, and you'd be like, oh, like
What?
it was.
No,
I
you
don't
should
know.
you should have sent me an image of like the middle finger. I would have connected a lot easier. Just been like, oh, bro.
All right.
Damn. All right. It was fail RP on my part, but like failed
Fatal RP.
failed dedication on yours. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what is goblin kid like child culture like? Like what do kids do for fun?
They play Goblin Night and they throw tantrums.
What's Goblin
That
Night?
lasts 10 days.
10 days?
Yes.
Damn.
They have tantrums that last that long. It is great.
How long does a goblin live?
3 minutes.
Feb? Feb?
It's been more than 3 minutes.
Feb? Alright, guys. Well, my name is Thorson. I'm your host for today, and this is Inu, your only co-host for today. This is part 2 of the... Feb, is that you?
Hello?
Feb, don't look towards the light. Or he's a goblin. Maybe look towards the light. I'm not sure. It might scare you enough. The little scream. Hi, Feb. Welcome back.
I
split into
resurrected.
two.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh no, there's two
no.
of them.
is the other one a child now, or is it just another you?
I shot it.
Oh, wow.
That's
Oh,
why
we're
there's no
getting-
gun there anymore.
We're getting really violent.
Thank you. Yeah, this got... Man, I mean, I know we mentioned the gun earlier, but I didn't think it would be used. Wow. I'm shocked, honestly.
Man, my ears are ringing from that gunshot.
Oh, wow. Tinnitus all the
It almost
way.
hit
Am
me.
I right? Oh,
Am I right? Am I right?
no. You're left.
I gotta throw this.
Everyone-
water.
Let's get
me that-
political.
Oh, whoa.
We ever gonna
I was
get
about to
political on
say.
this podcast? I don't think we should.
No.
Goblins are... They have an agenda.
Goblins are
Whoever
always-
kills the president becomes president. That is all.
We should preface he means the goblin president.
Does he?
The goblin president.
Ah.
He's goblin the president.
Oh.
Gobble.
Don't just say gobble.
The Theb goblin.
Gobble.
It's a channel point redeem. Feb Goblin.
Theb goblin.
I jump into the VC and just start screaming.
You know what? You know what? Honestly, I'm definitely adding that to my thing.
Oh, suffer now, Feb.
I'm definitely doing that now. You've done it to yourself.
It's like a 75% chance of working.
It may or may not work. You may or may not waste your points. I'm not sure. Dude, I
If
mentioned...
I am active, do it.
I made a joke about my Twitch analytics earlier. Dude, you know how fucking like horrible that shit is? Not like my analytics, but like watching your analytics is.
Yeah.
Cuz you want to know, you want to be able to keep up, you know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I had like a area of streams where I had one stream that was like 14 viewers. And then like a week of just like little to nothing. And that's fine. But when you look at your analytics, anything that's lower, you just kind of like, it's not a feel bad like, oh man, I don't have that many. But like my mentality goes to, what did I do? You know, that like,
Yeah.
what was like, was it not energetic enough? Did people not like the content? Like,
You definitely get in your own head.
yeah,
Twitter.
you really,
Twitter.
it pretty much is Twitter. Dude, I fucking hate Twitter. I've been on a grind to try to be more like social media active.
See, I don't know if I can do that. I fucking hate Twitter.
Well, what I've been doing is uploading or doing something and then walking away and never looking at it again. There might be responses. I will only see them the next time I open the app. Like,
Yeah.
simply put, I turn off all notifications because besides Discord and maybe Snapchat for like 2 friends, I don't use social media. I guess, is YouTube a social media now?
Yeah, I would say so.
That's crazy. When does something stop being a platform and a social media? Or it becomes a social media? Because remember, like, Vine was never really a social media.
No, it wasn't.
You could communicate, I think, but it wasn't, you know, you could communicate in post, but it wasn't meant for that. But now TikTok is definitely social media.
Yeah, TikTok is definitely social media, 100%.
When does it split? Like, what is it
I
just
think-
fan base? Like, is it
I
just,
think when it comes to the point where when the content creator and the content viewer can interact on a more personal level, I think is when it becomes a social media.
do you think it's a
Yeah.
good thing that things become more social media?
I know I don't.
I think because I was going to say, I think that just
'cause I
leads
think
to
it
like,
adds more to the parasocial relationships some people have with their favorite viewer or favorite content creators.
yeah. So anybody watching right now,
So yeah, anybody watching, if you are absolutely in love with me and Josh, please donate all your money to Okay, anyway.
Give me all
I'm
your
not going to
money.
say no. Listen, I love, despite what people
I
may
love
say,
capitalism.
I love money. I'm gonna start going into this bit. I'm gonna have two versions of me. It's just normal me, and then just
you.
streamer
Mr.
like
Krabs.
hypocrite. Hey, that's basically it. Yeah, it's just like Mr. Krabs if you became a streamer. That would be an amazing episode of SpongeBob. Let's introduce Mr. Krabs to social media.
SpongeBob,
Come
you didn't donate your bits to me,
SpongeBob,
Mr. Squidward. Why aren't you moderating my chat?
come hit the gritty with me. I need to film a TikTok. Oh, come hit the
Go
gritty
destroy my
with
TV.
me.
If I saw that.
Who's rating my stream? Plankton.
How many
Plankton, get out of my
How many
stream.
channel points for the secret formula redeem?
Secret formula? Oh man.
Dude, SpongeBob is the best TV show of ever. Changed my mind.
I won't.
Because you agree, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Inu already agrees.
With what?
I would say-
I'm sorry. I was not paying attention.
SpongeBob is one of, if not the best TV shows of all time. Just downright flat. Just
Cartoons, yeah, 100%. I wouldn't say like in terms of like genre, it's definitely the best It's like one of the best.
Okay.
Cartoons.
But when you think of just all TV shows, SpongeBob is up there. Right? From dramas to, if you're roping every genre in, from drama to action to whatever it is, SpongeBob is on that list.
Yeah.
As like a cartoon comedy, yeah, definitely. But at least for me. It's probably just nostalgia.
yeah.
I've probably just grown up with it too much and too long.
Have any of you watched Futurama?
I never watched all of it, but yeah, I've watched Futurama.
I'd say it's like
It's pretty good.
one of the best.
What do we think of Family Guy? I know there's
Family Guy.
there's all
hit
the
or
meme.
miss.
Yeah, there's
Older
all the
was better,
memes
I would say.
about.
I'd say older is better.
Yeah,
Family Guy.
Here's the thing. I will say, Family Guy. The new episodes still can make me chuckle.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I think there's like a. It's probably just because it's been going on for so long. It's just like The Simpsons, in my opinion, where they've kind of done everything they can comedy wise. Now everything's kind of a rip off each other or talk on like modern like
Yeah.
media and stuff.
Especially Simpsons.
Yeah, especially Simpsons. Where it's not bad. I just don't really see the appeal like other people do. It's fun for memes, I guess. That's a fair point. Speaking of memes and TV shows, dude, I started watching Breaking Bad finally.
Oh yeah.
The first time recently.
need to.
I'm not too far in, so no
See, we need
spoilers.
to cook.
But I've seen a couple scenes already where like memes have spawned from.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel because
Yeah, knowing the meme and
Knowing
then watching the show.
yeah, because it's like such an important moment or such a serious moment, and then like all I can think of is the meme in my head. And I'm like, it's
Oh, like
definitely
him
serious, but
I can't wait till you get to the part where he collapses.
yeah, no, I've seen the meme and I'm waiting for it now, but I don't want to know the context.
Or when Skylar's like, please just hear me out.
Dude, because all I'm gonna think of is the meme, and then I feel like it's gonna diminish that part. But it's such a good show. It's
You're gonna see Walter White laughing in the fucking crawl space. You're gonna hear like the goblin snicker.
I hated. I don't know why. The first episode was really good, and then up to like episode 4 or 5, I just did not like it. Right?
The first season definitely is. Here's the thing. For me, the first episode is great,
Mhm.
and then it doesn't get good until the scene where he meets Tuco for the first time. That's really when Breaking Bad starts.
Right.
This is when Walter White becomes Heisenberg. Okay.
I just
I thought you said Walter White meets Goku. I was about to scream.
dude.
Who would win? Dude, Goku in multiverse.
I was just about to say Goku in Multiverses.
God.
It could happen. So could Johnny Test. Johnny Test, because
Test.
it's owned by Warner Brothers.
Yeah, he is.
I would adore seeing Johnny Test show up, and the kids next door. Dude,
What about Courage?
And me.
Courage would be great. I'd love to see Feb in there.
Johnny Bravo would be awesome.
I mean, I really wish. I just, it's like those dreams that Sony and Microsoft are just going to come together and with Nintendo and make like a giant baby product console that's just got everything accessible to it.
Yeah, it's called PC.
Yeah, it's called PC. But I wish they do that with like fighting games, where it's these character-driven fighting games. Maybe not Nintendo. I feel like Nintendo's strong enough to hold up on its own without needing that for now.
Yeah, with other lawsuits against content.
Fuck. But like Multiverses is really cool, and I know it's not like out. It's got some polishing to do. It's not really fully finished, at least in my opinion. I don't know.
It's definitely fun though.
It's really fun, but it needs more.
It needs more. Definitely.
It's just like any other fighting game that starts out with like a set number and gets more eventually. It needs more badly. Yeah. And it needs more variation. I want to see more team up characters, like Tom and Jerry. I think that's a fucking like amazing point for me. Thorson and Inu. I would love to see that. Somebody create a Multiversus mod with a little spaceman as Jerry.
And then a giant monkey man for me.
Someone please do that. That'd be great. But no, like, and I hate to say it because it sounds so memey, but like, imagine the minions as a 3 combo like character.
Would it work?
They really could. It's the first time they could put anything in there and it could probably work.
Yeah,
like, genuinely, it's such a fun game. That's a game I missed out way early. Oh, we're wrapping it back to the start of the podcast. Whoa! No, I should have put that on there because it's a game I played recently that I've actually gotten genuine enjoyment out of. It's nothing crazy, right? Like it's a fighting game, but it's the first fighting game I've played in a long time, especially with friends, where it's fun. It's not sweaty. You're not trying too hard. It's competition, but it's not like really sweaty, salty competition where everybody hates it.
Yeah.
It's like Fortnite. It's the opposite of Fortnite. Fortnite, I feel like, is fun up until a certain point. You just get really like annoyed. I don't think you do that with Multiverses. You just get tired of playing. You just kind of like, oh, okay, I'm done for now. Simply it. I don't think you like grow annoyed with Multiverses. Maybe you can. I don't know. I haven't played that much.
Competitive games just kind of gets to a point where it completely ruins the game altogether.
Yeah.
I just feel like.
Yeah. I'm so used to games now. I feel like that's another thing. I was gonna talk about this in a video that I was gonna do. I just never. It's not done, or I haven't decided I'm actually gonna do it. But like half the reason I think games are boring is because I just kind of experienced them all. Yeah. Like you really gotta pull something out of a hat to have me be like, holy shit, And I play story games now because it's just basically a movie. Like, that's why I don't play them because they're fun games. I play them because it's different than playing Minecraft, where at least I'm going to get something out of it.
Right.
Minecraft has made me annoyed recently. Not just the chat report system.
Yeah, the chat report system's been pretty fucking... Minecraft... It feels like, at this point, Minecraft... They don't know what they're doing anymore.
No, when they started with like, not when they started, when things got popular again, with like the aquatic update, the Nether update, it's like, okay, they're on a roll. They know it. They've got like a plan, and I think 1.18 came out, and they thought of caves of the like deep dark. Like I think caves and cliffs was always planned, and then they thought of the deep dark. And it just kind of ruined it. As much as I love the Deep Dark, it feels like a last minute thought. Because then they had to wait and expand it into 1.19. And 1.19, like, it's Minecraft.
1.19 blew ass.
Yeah, it's Minecraft. I like the Deep Dark. I love the Warden. I think that's a really cool... A mob that's a boss mob in the game that you're supposed to avoid. You're actually not supposed to fight. That's sick. But it just dropped the ball on nearly every single feature.
Yeah. Like,
actually every single feature. The allay is annoying and hard to use, especially without watching a video on it. If you do fight the warden, it doesn't give you anything. Fighting the warden is incredibly difficult, especially solo.
I feel like they need to add more endgame content.
Yeah, well, that's what everybody was thinking the Deep Dark was going to have, and then it didn't. Swift Sneak, the new disc,
especially
and...
the portal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the portal is going to come into play in like 1.20 though. Or something. I feel like they can't ignore that without... Even if we don't get a new dimension from that portal, they got to reference it somehow, you know?
Yeah.
Like I think they're gonna eventually add a new dimension. I think that's the only thing that can save updates, unless we get some small quality of life stuff up until maybe an update or two of quality of life.
A new dimension would be nice.
Like I think we might get biome overhauls, some new mobs, a couple new items, quality of life stuff for another update or two. Maybe, I don't know. 1.20 might be big. I would only assume it should be.
The desert and savannah need a heavy. Like
desert,
everything.
savannah, and then I don't think they can do anything but a new dimension and have it work. Because if we're gonna get a big update, unless it's just a massive overhaul of everything, right? Like a massive biome overhaul,
Right.
which I kind of don't want them to do. Like I know when they talked about the birch forest, if it were to get implemented, you could still find the old birch forests, and that's fine. I think there's just a limit to how much they can do with that. But unless it's something like that, I don't see any way where it wouldn't work unless they added a new dimension. I genuinely think that's the only way they can kind of save it right now. But they're working on
Legends. Minecraft fell off.
Yeah, Minecraft has fallen off. They're working on Legends. I don't know how I feel about Legends.
Yeah.
It's just dungeons and Hytale. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I'm more excited for Hytale than I was 1.19. I've been more excited for Hytale than I have been the past like 3 updates. And the 2 previous updates were decent. Not crazy, but decent. 1.17, 1.18. Yeah, they're pretty good.
I mean, 1.18.
1.18 rocked
to get over, to like get used to, but 1.18 was definitely that was probably their best update in a long time.
1.18 was such a gamble and pulled off so successfully.
And then 19 was just a fucking...
It was like 1.17. I mean, I know they split it because of like the pandemic, and that's completely fine. I'm an advocate for like,
Right.
yeah, no, that makes sense. 1.17 was kind of here. We don't want to give you nothing. So we're going to give you guys this. And we're like, okay, thank you. And then it was still a little off with the fact that like we weren't getting the Deep Dark in 1.18 and this wasn't happening. And I was like, But then 1.18 came out and yeah, big gamble, pulled off really well. It still feels like Minecraft, but you get so much more.
Yeah.
There was I don't remember who said it, but there's like a clip of someone online. It's like exploring 1.18's caves for the first time was like surviving your first night and getting into like one of the like original old caves for the first time. You didn't know it was going to be there. It felt dangerous. It felt fun. It was,
I mean, for me, it was just, I feel like in terms of like Minecraft's future, what it really feels like is that Mojang is not doing enough to update the game because they know that people will always make mods to just support the game in that regard. So the Mojang doesn't really offer much content-wise on their behalf. Because if you look at the mods, I mean, mods have been in Minecraft for years, and they've been incredible. They've been incredible.
Look
Especially
at
the Aether.
Aether, Create Mod, Twilight Forest. I mean, Tinker's Construct.
Tinker's Construct.
Fucking Ice and Fire. It's so many. If you get the like the simpler but like really nice ones, like the better Nether, better End and stuff. Like there's so many ones that I can think of that it just it feels like what Minecraft could have. Yeah,
exactly. This should be in the game. And I feel like that's what Mojang's like. Well, they're doing it for us, so we don't really need to do it.
I mean, the Aether, the creator of Aether, didn't he get?
He got hired.
Into Mojang?
He got hired. I'm still angry. Did you not? Has no one heard the drama that went on with the creator of the Aether?
I don't think so.
No.
So this guy, I can't remember his name. I feel bad. But he creates the Aether, Adored mod. I mean, even in like beta stages of the mod, it was adored, right? One of, in my opinions, the best mods for Minecraft of all time. Not even because it's too crazy, it's just such a well-produced mod.
Right.
A couple years later, I think the creator made a couple other smaller mods. Gets hired by Mojang. He's on the team for a little while. Bedrock comes out, the store comes out. On the Bedrock store releases an Aether mod, officially adding it into Minecraft. And everybody was like, holy shit. And you went in, and it was really bad. I mean, it was the Aether, but everything sucked. It was like 5% of the original content. The only good thing was it had one boss battle with a sky dragon. That was pretty interesting. And then turn around and find out that the original creator gave them no rights to do so, did not contact him on it, did not inform him. He was not involved in the creation of it. He led none of the project. And they just did it anyway. And they got away with it because I guess hiring him gave them the rights to the Aether mod.
Yeah, they must. He must have signed a contract that says,
like, it can still be open source for people to download.
Yeah.
But in theory, if you guys want to do Aether mod in the future, you guys could. If you want to like put it in Minecraft, I feel like that's probably what they did.
He probably signed a contract stating somewhere that his previous content was now licensed under Mojang.
Which also sucks because he didn't get paid. He didn't get paid for it.
Why would Mojang pay them?
Well, what I'm saying is they steal his mod, make it shitty, make people pay for it, and then don't pay him.
Right.
Like, and that wasn't Micro. Oh, well, I mean, it technically is because Bedrock, right?
Oh, Bedrock. Oh.
But Microsoft has to sign off on that stuff, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I feel like Mojang is getting kind of too involved with how Microsoft works. Where I think Minecraft is really good. Microsoft laid off and stopped talking to them and stopped telling them what to do. I feel like in recent time, Mojang's went to Microsoft and said, hey, what do we do? And it's just listed a little too closely to them. Because I mean, especially with chat reporting system, I believe still that that's Microsoft.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think, even if Mojang as a company, like morally was changing, I don't think they would have added that. Maybe not to that extent, at least. Maybe a report system, but I don't think it should have been chat-based. At least not the way it is. I think it would have been more, you know, hack-based. Well, no, I can't even really say that, because there's servers that allow hacks.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they'd report. But I feel like original Mojang, and probably Mojang now, still wouldn't support it. But they probably had to. Yeah. And it might be might be a contract thing too.
It could be a contract thing, yeah.
I hate seeing, though, like, as much as I'm kind of bored and annoyed with certain new Minecraft stuff, I hate seeing Minecraft die again. Because that's what's happening. It's back. I'm like back in like 2012 all over again. GTA just got released, boys. Nothing else matters now.
Yeah.
It's God damn it, GTA. God damn it. Yeah. You come out and bad games start getting made. You come out and Minecraft shuts down. Don't make GTA 6.
Yeah, GTA 6 is either going to be the worst game ever made or the best game ever made.
I fear they're gonna cyberpunk it.
Oh no!
Is it not the next Cyberpunk? Cyberpunk announced how long ago? We're gonna be the best game of the year when it comes out. We're gonna be one of the greatest games, and then it's so dog shit. Like, it's a good game, but it was rushed.
Yeah,
it was rushed. It was not worked out with like bugs. There was just so much that lacked. And then GTA 6 has been announced for a while now.
Yeah, GTA 6 has probably been in development for at least half a decade.
Yeah, they told people like a year or two after GTA's release, like, we are working on it. It's just not our main focus, number one, like right now. And then like there's a lot to do before we can like show you guys anything, before we can tell you what the game's gonna be, you know? So it just feels like here's another game that's been in development for nearly 10 years. Because that's how long it's
right.
Here in December, it will be 10 years, if I'm correct. Since GTA... Oh, God, I feel old, and I'm not even that old.
I know. I started playing that game when I was 15.
I'll be 10 or 10. Oh fuck.
He's going backwards.
I'll be 20 most likely by the time GTA 6 releases.
Yeah.
That is, I was what? I was 10. Yeah, no. Holy shit. Yeah, I was 10 when GTA released. GTA 5. I'll be 20 when GTA 6 releases.
I'll be 25 when it's released. I started playing that game in 2013.
I know that map better than I know my actual city.
Yep, same.
Like, I can tell you some of the road names.
I could literally do a geoguesser in GTA and probably get it within.
There is like GTA guesser. It's a thing.
You know
I should
what?
do that.
You know how we were talking about doing like GeoGuessr, and we should do like a stream where you and I just like do back to back and
Yeah, kind of
like
compete in a way, but like, yeah. I think there is a verse mode for the GTA one. I don't know.
There might be. Well, if not, we could just do like a share screen and then
Whoever gets the more points for a round or something. Yeah.
yeah, something like that.
Have you played GeoGuessr before its like kind of downfall into its like pit of
I have.
purchases and stuff?
I've only ever played GeoGuessr like once, and that was years ago, and I don't remember it.
GeoGuessr now it's literally just paywall, paywall, paywall.
Is it actually?
It sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
You have to pay to play for like more than 5 minutes.
I miss when games were not mainstream.
Yeah.
Yep.
I liked it before it was cool, but no, like actually, I feel
I
like
liked it when games weren't always trying to monetize itself.
I liked it when
GTA.
God bless. It starts with GTA.
It literally
Thank
started
God
with
for
GTA.
glitches.
I love GTA 5. I think GTA 5 is one of the greatest games ever released, solely because
Probably.
GTA Online's content, even if you hate GTA Online, you cannot admit how amazing it is, that it's still as popular as it is, and has so much content in it. Even if it's overwhelming to an extent, it's just genuinely impressive. I hate
Impressive how they keep up with updates too.
yeah,
Update like once a year.
yeah, they update like once, twice a year, yeah, and they're relatively large updates.
Yeah.
And like their most recent update, which was like the 26th of last month, I think, 28th, 26th. It was like a giant quality. There's new stuff in it,
The
but they're
compressor is nerfed.
not really. But I think it's a bug. They're supposed to be nerfed, but I think they forgot to do something or need to nerf it more.
I saw a comparison video, and like the rockets go very far and then hit down now.
Yeah,
other
they
than just
like
going
they fall.
straight.
Yeah, they fall now.
Yeah.
They'll go forward for a certain extent and then just go straight down, pretty much. Which is good because it does mean you can outrun them.
Better.
Yeah, it's better. And there's less countermeasures and there's more delay in between the countermeasures, which is fine. But the problem, they did a really good job with like, you can still use the oppressor for like a flight vehicle really well. Because they didn't
Which
nerf
is
the
what I've been
speed.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually only use my oppressor to just get her on the map.
But I don't think they should have rockets. I think they should have machine guns and that's it.
I think they should have rockets.
Maybe not auto lock on rockets.
Maybe not all lock on. Or you know what? Maybe not lock on to player.
That'd be good. Just don't let them lock onto players. Let them lock into NPCs or enemies
Mhm.
and not players. That you can
There
still
should be,
hit them
yeah.
with rockets with on players. But
But just it's free aim.
yeah, it's free. That's probably a really why. What the fuck, man? This is why I'm angry with GTA.
Rockstar North, hire me. All right.
But they changed like payouts and stuff. So the heists that came out so long ago, they're kind of worth playing now.
Not necessarily.
They updated a lot of.
They're more
stuff like
worth
the
playing.
nightclub.
Yeah, the businesses are
the
worth it again.
Pacific Standard heist got an increase of $200,000.
Yeah, it's
not
like
bad.
500. I think
No,
you made
it's
$1 million
literally-
originally, and now I
think
think you can
it's-
make like 1.2 or 1.5, something like that.
Still terrible.
It's still bad because you have to have all the
Just a
work
bottom
beforehand.
problem.
just do the Cayo Perico heist.
No, they nerfed that.
They nerfed it?
Bottom-
No,
They-
come on.
Well, okay, they did and they didn't. So when you get a really rare like reward item or like priceless
Yeah.
item, what happens now is your next couple ones will be less rare, but the price of them will go up. Not by much, just a small increase because they don't want to make it unfair. And I think there's a cooldown in between, like when you can do KO Perico Ice. I think there's like a certain amount of time in game.
Yeah, it's like a day.
I think you can avoid it. I think there's like a glitch you can use to avoid it,
Sure,
of
there's a
course.
glitch.
But
Here's the thing. I have like in my GTA character. I think it's been like a year since I've played. I think I have about 12 million in my account. I made that entirely from doing the executive missions for Franklin.
GTA 5 made me realize I'm shit at spending my money.
Yeah.
And that I really needed to work on that.
Yeah,
GTA 5 was the reason I went for finance class in high school. It's like, damn, I just can't keep money, can I?
I bought one shark card, and that was it.
When I was young,
I've probably spent like maybe $300 on shark cards in my 10 years of playing the game. Yeah.
I sold a car and bought a $20 shark card. Bought the Costco, got enough money for the Bogdan problem, and now I just have infinite money. Just have to wait for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I used to, when it first came out and shark cards were a thing, I got maybe like 1 or 2 of them, and then my grandmother would just, because they used to be actual physical cards you could get too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you still can, but our local Walmart just had them. So every like on my birthday or on Christmas, she might get me 1 or 2, you know? And so I just, Pog Grandma. But okay, well, actually, let's not say that in terms of, it's POG Grandma. Let's just say that.
No, I did not mean it like that.
You said it, man. But no, that's
me. I like them PA double. Okay.
But no, that's how I've gotten like shark cards. Yeah. Really, I learned eventually that it just wasn't worth it. After the executive like business DLC came out, I was like, oh, I can like kind of grind the game now and have it be fair and fun.
Yeah, I mean, if you do like the executive missions, and like also at the same time do the like the bounty, or not the bounty, but the like the contracts, like the kill contracts, you can make like $1 million in like about an hour and a half.
Yeah, I became more of a car guy with GTA.
Yeah.
Oh, same.
So it would always just be working up money for a car, upgrading the car, collecting it, and then using it to go make more money for the next car.
Do you remember actually that one? Do you remember that one glitch that came out not like terribly long ago, probably like maybe two years ago, where it was like the plane glitch where you go to the plane and like it just constantly respawns and you get refunded the money, and like the thing was like you would like wrap a rubber band around your controller and then you'd leave your game on for like 3 days and you'd have like $40 million. I did that.
Nice. Holy shit.
I did that for like about a day and a half, made about 20 something million dollars, and then I spent 15 million of it on buying like just cars and filling a garage up of cars. GTA, the Rockstar, depleted all the money in my account except for like the money that I had originally, but didn't get rid of my cars.
Nice. Yeah, no,
because I literally had just bought the cars for the off chance that they fixed my account. Then I could just sell the cars for the money, and that's what I did.
So you just liquidized assets and hid them from the tax people.
Exactly, pretty much.
Yeah, that's literally isn't it tax fraud, but like legally? Yeah.
Well, I did it in a video game.
Yeah. You committed tax fraud.
Literally, I hid the vehicle. I mean, they can literally look to see where my cars are.
Yeah.
They could have looked to see that none of them have been upgraded, none of them have insurance.
No, it's a thing when people mod accounts and like sell them, is they'll mod these accounts because they can do it for free, right? And they'll get all this money and then they'll just like either spawn or buy a bunch of DeLoreans in the game because it's one of the most expensive cars you can get that you can sell. And they'll get like the tower garage in the office building.
Yeah.
Fill up all 3 garages.
That's what I did. I had a 60-car garage full of Trojan X, whatever that car is called, the $2 million car.
Yeah, and then it's just simply they'll sell or they'll wait. Rockstar will take the money out, or like hopefully they don't ban them. They'll take the money out,
and then you just sell the cars whenever you need to.
Yeah, and then they just put the account up for sale. It's avoiding a ban, you have a bunch of money. It's like in Rockstar's eyes, because usually they don't look too deep. It's legal, like it fits the rules for the game. And then it's such a weird, like almost horrible trick they use, but it's great. Rockstar's made like over $1 billion on GTA.
Oh yeah, they made $1 billion years ago on GTA.
But that's almost from online only. That's crazy to me. Like they still made probably 170, 200 million dollars for game sales.
Yeah.
But they had to have made over $1 billion when it comes to just GTA Online purchase. And then you got to think PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, now PlayStation 5, same with Xbox.
All right. To date, the game has earned over $6 billion.
What?
GTA
$6
Online
billion?
rakes in 800 million yearly from shark cards alone.
Oh my. GTA 6 has got to be the best game ever because they have no excuse.
Yeah, they have all the money to make it.
They need people? Cool. They could go buy out a studio.
They probably could.
Without
They literally
any fear.
Think about it this way: video games now probably use more money to be made than movies.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
If I remember correctly, didn't like Destiny 2 have like a $500 million budget?
Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
Endgame didn't even have that much money in its budget.
No, dude, actually, just insane. They could buy out like 3 or 4 studios, not even bat an eye, hire those people, make them work on the game, pay everybody better than like any other company would. They could fucking make their own console probably, and not worry.
Think of it this way: Microsoft bought Bethesda for $7.5 billion,
and that's
GTA. Rockstar could have just bought. Like, think about that for a minute. They could just buy.
You know how much money it would be if
competition.
Yeah, but like how much money it would be if Microsoft tried buying Rockstar?
It'd probably take.
It would
how much
be.
Is Rockstar worth?
It would probably. I gotta admit, with like the money they rake in, the worth of the company, other titles and IPs like RDR2, it's got to be over 20 billion, right?
Rockstar's net worth is. That doesn't sound about right.
Are you sure you're looking up Rockstar Games?
Rockstar Games, yeah. Rockstar Games or Rockstar Games, TM.
Ah,
Rockstar drink.
and remember, there's
Rockstar
technically
Games' net worth is 3.5 billion. That sounds about right.
yeah.
Net worth is over 5 billion, 1
See, but
billion.
when like
It's in the
Microsoft
billions.
when Microsoft buys these companies, they're buying the companies, they're buying the
And
IPs, they're buying partial
Staff.
sales, they're buying staff.
Yeah.
Like they're buying so much more than just the company name, right?
Yeah, it's probably worth. I'd say Rockstar.
If Bethesda is 7 billion, Rockstar's got to be in the double digits. It's easily
Rockstar's probably worth billions. Bethesda's worth 7.5. Rockstar's probably double that.
See, and Bethesda is worth that because if Bethesda sat down and made an actually good game, even if it's original or not, they could do really well. They just don't. They just don't. They just don't make good games anymore.
Isn't Starfield their first original game?
It's their
Starfield
first
sounds interesting.
solo original game, and I think a while at least.
I think ever.
In this style. It might be ever. I'm not sure, but I think it's just in the
Bethesda
style.
has made a game on its own. I don't think. Bethesda, no, not the fucking city, you idiots. Bethesda Game Studio. No, Bethesda Softworks? No. Bethesda Game Studios. Their games are Elder Scrolls, Elder Scrolls Fallout 3, Elder Scrolls Fallout Shelter, Fallout 4, Elder Scrolls Fallout 4, Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls. So the only other game I can think of is... Let's see... Yep. Starfield is their first original release.
Damn. Starfield better be good.
Starfield is their first because the other game that they've produced is IHRA Professional Drag Racing, which came out in 2005, which was made originally by Digital Dialect in 2000. So,
damn.
Yeah, but their first game was Morrowind, that was a solid game. So,
Yeah, that's
And then-
fair.
and-
That's fair.
And then they did Oblivion 4 years later, and then they did Fallout 3, which was... Yeah, they've never created their own IP before.
I fear that though. I don't think that's gonna end the way they think. I really hope Starfield is good, because if it doesn't, it's gonna kill Bethesda. Elder Scrolls 6 has a chance for them to be like, oh, you know, maybe like here's our last ditch effort, right? And then it could either flop or do really good. I think Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6 are gonna be its last chance.
Yeah.
Which is fine, because then Microsoft forces them to make a game with Obsidian and happy Fallout fans.
Yep.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with it too.
Fallout 5 becomes developed by both companies, published by...
See, that's what they should do. I don't see why they wouldn't.
I don't...
Because once Elder World, for one, I don't even know why Obsidian's doing Elder Worlds 2.
I do.
That was a fucking shock, because Outer Worlds, no offense, sucked. Not a good game.
Outer Worlds sucked, but I think it's solely because they couldn't be Fallout. There's so many hints of Fallout in Outer World, but they just can't be Fallout. I think Obsidian is destined to make Fallout games.
Outer Worlds was definitely had a cool story, had great dialogue, well-written characters. Its gameplay and open world exploration was terrible.
Yeah, which is where Bethesda
is great at.
Typically, I mean, yeah,
their open world environments are usually extremely rich with substance, and they are very good at creating good combat or good gameplay. Just in general, their gameplay, especially with combat, is just very well made.
I see a future where if Bethesda starts to go down a really, really bad path, because, like, you know, they're already pissing in a bucket in the middle of the alley right now, but I only imagine it goes to living into the sewers next, right? If they go down that path, I see a future in which Microsoft forces Bethesda and Obsidian to merge as a company.
I don't even think Microsoft would even force. I think Obsidian... I don't think Obsidian and Bethesda... I don't think they hate each other.
Oh, no. They
don't hate each other.
I think they've mentioned each other's games and stuff so many times. I think Bethesda's talked about Outer Worlds with praise.
It was just the IP was just...
It's competitive, I can tell you that. Yeah. There's no way they're not competitive
100%.
About Fallout and stuff.
But it's definitely not like, oh, we hate those fucking Obsidian guys. I feel like now, because they're working under the same parent company, like under Microsoft, I feel like now would be the time for them to collaborate again, because they collaborated for New Vegas, but
well, if both companies went to Microsoft and said, or all three of them sat down and said, we're willing to make a game together, we want to make a game together, so long as Microsoft is able to support what we might need. Right? Yeah,
as long as
because Microsoft can provide them a nearly unlimited budget on top of the two other companies. So unlimited budget, unlimited time, make a Fallout game, make a new IP, whatever it is. As long as it's these two companies working together, I think it'll be one of the coolest games of all time.
I think here's the thing: if they really do Fallout 5, and Fallout 5 is ran both by Obsidian and Bethesda, not like Bethesda's like Obsidian, you're like under us, but like if they really like integrated both teams, which I feel like would be the best Fallout game ever created, because you would have Bethesda's incredible environments and gameplay systems matching with Obsidian's incredible dialogue, writing skills, stories.
Oh yeah, and
it would just be.
It'd be great.
It would literally be like the best thing ever.
And unpopular opinion, I think Todd Howard needs to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Todd Howard is.
I thought he was cool. He's
a goblin.
You think you're a goblin? Todd Howard's the goblin.
Todd Howard has been releasing Skyrim for 10 years.
He's been releasing Skyrim for 10 years. He announced Fallout 4, and I was like, oh, dude, this guy's sick, right? The reason Fallout 76 didn't have NPCs was him and him alone, right?
Yeah.
They were gonna have NPCs in the game. It was gonna be an open world quest-based, like, NPC-style game. It's just gonna be Fallout with players.
Yeah.
And Todd said no.
Yeah. Well, it is now, so...
Yeah, and it's still shit just because it's been abandoned. It's still it's still a fun game. But
it
like,
hasn't been abandoned. They're coming out with a new content update next.
Are they?
Next month? Yeah.
oh wow,
The
maybe I
bit,
should
yeah.
play. Maybe I should play Fallout 76.
Dude, Fallout. I was literally. I'm actually gonna probably play it tonight.
Oh,
It's a fun game. I'm like level 183.
I need to get people to play with. I remember playing it when it
see-
came out, and I was just like,
See,
if
I
I'm
have
gonna
it on
play-
PlayStation.
I was gonna. Yeah, I
on
remember
PC.
playing. It's like, if I'm gonna play this game, I want friends, because it's like being able to enjoy Fallout all together. You know,
Yeah.
that'd be great. But it's when you're alone, because it's so empty when it's just one player. It's just like, I'm not really
Yeah,
too
Fallout-
interested.
Fallout
It's big.
76 is definitely it's a fun game. It definitely has its players. Like Fallout 76 kind of caters to the same players that Elder Scrolls Online caters to.
I honestly think, you know how earlier I said that like Fallout 4 wasn't a Fallout game like New Vegas was,
Yeah.
which I still think is true, but not in like a dissing way. More in like Fallout 4 goes for just a different vibe.
Yeah. Well, it's entirely different engine and style. So
Yeah, I think Fallout 76 is actually probably closer to like New Vegas and Fallout 3 from what I played, in terms of just atmosphere, feel, and all that.
Yeah. I'd say the same. Yeah.
But on Fallout 4's engine and like more updated stuff, obviously with the, I remember playing with the NPCs, and that felt like old Fallout,
Yeah.
the way the NPCs worked, and they went
The
back to a lot
NPCs
of old like Fallout like
Yep.
design mechanics, UI, and stuff.
Fallout 76 is, in my opinion,
If Fallout 76 had a single player,
I mean, you can technically play that game single player,
yeah, if you purchase it, or just ignore players.
which that's pretty easy to do.
Yeah, it's not like you're gonna have full lobbies
them.
probably anymore.
Bomb them.
Yeah, you can just kill them all.
Hey, what is this?
That's
Let
cool.
me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How many feet do you have?
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 417.
oh,
All right.
did they like
people
slug
draw-
behind you?
People drawing
Yes.
the fan art, you do not have to draw that many feet.
No, just draw like a little slug tail behind them. That's it. That'll work. We'll know.
Unrealistic.
How many fingers you got?
None.
What do your hands look like?
Nubs.
Do you have palms, or are they just arms without a hand?
Just without a hand.
Oh, how are you holding a gun?
Telekinesis.
Telekinesis.
Oh yeah, forgot. My bad. I gotta read back up on the lore script of
Yeah,
each
the lore
episode.
script.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lore script.
Let me pull out the lore script.
Scripted goblin.
This is not a script. This is a wrapper. It's not even paper.
Not even paper.
I do want it though.
What?
Look behind you.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
It's been a bit.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's
Over
a good.
an hour.
It's a good.
Do
It's
you want me to do an outro?
You want to do an outro? First outro? Okay.
You give me a
Remember,
countdown, if you give me a countdown to do the outro.
remember, this is what you do now will set the precedent for ever. History.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Say something
Okay.
offensive.
Don't
Give me a
say
minute.
it.
Give me a
Okay.
minute to warm up. All right.
Okay. All right. Feb, how you doing, man? We'll give him a minute.
Well, you know the clouds, am I right?
I
Oop, with
I
the
am.
map.
Oh.
All right. I'm good. You
Okay.
want to give me
okay.
a countdown from 10?
Okay. Feb, you want to help?
In which way?
You know, I'll just count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
All right. Well, I feel like we've been having a lot of talking, a lot of chit chatting.
Uh-huh.
What do you think, Josh?
I mean, yeah, it's been too long for my mental state, honestly.
Too long for mine. I feel like we should end the podcast.
No
Let's
more
end the
episode.
No more episode.
It's like reverse Rick and
Can't
Morty.
escape.
No more episodes.
No more episodes. It's
Negative
over.
100 years.
Negative 100 years.
I'm stealing life from our viewers. We're going back in time.
All right, but no, for real. I just want to. This is the outro to the GorpCast.
Do we want to?
Thank you, everything.
Do we want to
Thank you
like
for everyone for watching?
I want to interrupt you. Because
This is a complete clusterfuck. We're cutting this out.
are we? No, I feel like this is good.
This is a cluster.
No, this is
such a terrible.
This
outro.
is great. No, this is like the chaotic energy we need. Do you have anything you want to like shout out, represent? I mean, obviously all of our links will be down, but like, don't tell them that.
If people want to check out, me, more of my content.
Yeah, go to twitch.tv/me.
Yeah, go to go to twitch.tv/inu98. That's EINU98. Drop a follow. Watch my past broadcast. Maybe type in !Discord into chat to join the Discord.
I won't ban you.
We have a lot of emotes. Good times.
Yep.
We talked to a magical ball that depicts the future.
Yes, that is true.
That is true.
There's an 8-ball. There's an 8-ball that decides whether or not I stream.
Feb, do you have anything you want to say?
Whether, don't listen to anything Eno says and follow no one.
He's
Feb,
definitely.
I'm going to follow you home.
You can't. I'm already following you.
Oh no, we're walking in circles.
You're gonna be just sitting there looking at each other in the middle of the rain. Oh, what have you done to his car?
What about you, Thorson? What do you have to shout out?
I'm gonna be running for president of America in 2024. No. You can follow me at twitch.tv/Thorson. But guess what? Biggest twist: the O's in the name, they're zeros. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, isn't that just absolutely
Because
horrible to type in?
It is, because Twitch is a bitch and it won't give me the actual Thorson account, which isn't mine. I'm so angry.
Yeah.
That's a rant for the next podcast.
Dude, honestly, that's the rant is, who has Inu? Who took it?
That is true. Why don't we have our names? I'm contacting Twitch. Can you guys...
I got a mind, you suck.
Go to Twitter, go to Twitter support, and spam the fuck out of them.
I want my name, I want my name.
Give Inu and Thorson their names.
Yeah.
Please.
Please.
Quickly ban them.
Don't do that. No. But yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, all right.
I think that's the bye.
For watching. Episodes will be out every insert time slot here.
Because nobody has any idea.
No, we have no idea. We record these episodes as we go. And we'll release them on... Well, eventually we'll have a schedule, but for right now we're just kind of seeing how things go. We hope you guys enjoyed watching, and hope you guys have a good night, good day, good morning.
We'll see you in a year.
Yeah.
Episode 2.
Episode 2!
Episode 2!
100 years!
Exoni will be there.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.